everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Angel of Words podcast, where your stories are heard. I am your host, Angel of Words, and before we get started, don't forget to click on that notification bell on YouTube. Like, follow, comment, share these messages for us. It's important. Don't forget that Spotify has that video now, so go check us out on there and follow us there as well. You could also follow us on all podcast platforms. The podcast today is sponsored by OTW Threads, reminding you to be out of this world, and AttitudeOn10.com, your place to start getting over your trauma and build resilience. Folks, I got the tutorial videos on how to get your podcast jumping coming soon. That you can find on the updates you can find on AOWENT.com. And if you want to start your own podcast and you want to know what you need to purchase, click down below in the description and check out those affiliate links. They lead you to what you need to have to get your voice out there. Now, on deck, on the Angel of Words podcast, we have music artist BOSSCEE in the building. Is Brooklyn in the house?
Hey, what's going on? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's a pleasure to have you, honestly. Now, BOSSCEE, I want to, honestly, I like to get straight to it, real talk, because, first of all, I want to start off with, how'd you get that name, BOSSCEE? I love names. I'm big on artist names.
So first of all, I like that you say my name right and don't say BOSSCEE, because it's one word, But my real name is Celeste, and a lot of people call me C, and I'm a boss. So BOSSCEE. It's really simple. It's not. It didn't take too much time. I actually came up with the name when I was smoking, and I was just like, BOSSCEE. Wow, that's like perfect. That's like, you feel me? BOSSCEE. She's bossy and she's BOSSCEE. But that's how I came.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And your regular name is dope too. Not for nothing. Let's keep
Celeste.
Yeah, that's pretty valid. All right, that's what's up. That's a good story. Very simple situation. It just made sense to you off the rip.
Right.
Now I want to delve into Pressure.
Right.
Your fantastic, sensational EP. Folks, BOSSCEE has told me today, because we always have surprises here on the Angel of Words podcast. She will be performing her song, 40 Bars. We're doing 40 Bars?
We're going to do 40.
We're going to do 40 bars today on the Angel of Words podcast. So stay tuned to the end of the podcast, because we will have a live performance by BOSSCEE on deck. Brooklyn's in the house. Now let's talk about Pressure, because it breaks pipes.
Yeah.
It makes diamonds.
It does
a lot of stuff.
It does everything.
Pressure does a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Necessity is the mother of invention. Now, that album is bars.
Straight bars, no features.
Bars. And I love bars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I love bars and I love pain. And I want to discuss what your inspiration was behind that album, honestly.
So to be completely honest, that my first project, I always wanted to have no features on it. So I knew that I had to put like a lot of pressure in this, because I didn't have any big features. I didn't have any big old producers that were behind me, It was just me. So I'm like, okay, my son name is Diamond. So I was just putting like little things together, and I'm like, my EP has to be called Pressure. Like I'm already under a lot of pressure, because like I'm trying to get in the door, So it's like, it just made sense to be completely real. And I'm just like, I'm gonna just go all bars on here, and then the next project, I'm gonna do something different for them. I'm gonna show them versatility. I'm gonna show them I could sing. I'm gonna show them I could get some, do a song with other people. But Pressure, it was really important for me to do that all by myself. So
Pressure is insane.
Appreciate
it's that street, serious pain, serious imagery of what it's like growing up, in tough circumstances. And, there's a lot of people out there that always want to judge and say, oh man, these women nowadays have too much masculine energy.
Yeah, I see that.
Discuss that.
Yeah, that's
what's your thoughts on that, first of all?
I mean, it's not our fault that we realer than the niggas, We can't help that. We can't help that we more thorough than the guys, that we more outside and hardworking than the guys. Like, we can't help that, Now, like, I do get told that my voice, is a little bit like deep as well, but I can't help that either. Like, I can't that's just the aggression when it come out. You know, I'm a New York girl. Like that's just what it is. It's always gonna be that way. If you don't like, you know, that I'm more masculine than you, like you got a problem. Cause you feel me? I'm still a girl at the end of the day. Like I can't help that.
Now, when it comes to like spitting, right?
Mhm.
Like what goes through your head when you're going ham on a track?
You know what? I don't even know. I really honestly don't know. Something just be taking over. Like it's like an alter ego. Like I be chilling, I be calm, and then once somebody just be like, you know, I just snap. I literally just snap. That's I be trying to figure it out myself. For real. I be like when I watch my videos, like after my performances and stuff like that, and like I be like, yo, I almost jumped in the crowd. Like I almost surfed. Like what's going on? Like yeah, I be wild. I be tweaking.
Does it make it
Yeah.
hard for you to date because you come off in your music as being
Yeah.
so assertive? Let's use that word.
Yeah, it's real hard because a lot of the times, like the guys like me because I'm aggressive. Like, oh yeah, I could tame her, and then they get
Yeah.
around me and they see that I'm really
Yeah.
not going for a lot of that shit. You feel me? I ain't with none of that. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? So it just be like, it's real hard.
There's
You feel
no
me?
putting the beast back in the cage once
You
you
know
let
what
it
I'm
out.
saying? Like it's gonna take a New York nigga to probably tame me because like, you know, like these other niggas can't really like, you feel me? They don't understand me. It's not that they don't know how to tame me. Let me not say that. They don't understand me. They think that I'm trying to be the man in the relationship, but it's really that I'm just an alpha. I'm just an alpha female. I like to, it's okay with having your woman lead if you ain't leading correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell your woman could teach you certain things. You know what I'm saying? Just like a man could teach a female stuff. A woman could teach you too. A woman could lead. Like, and sometimes I be wanting to just, you know, man, listen, ain't no nigga put me in the back burner. That's all I'm saying. That's all
It's
I'm
funny
saying.
you say that because in Colombia, I had a friend one time and I asked her, why do you only date Colombians? Because she goes, only a Colombian can understand my crazy.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
facts.
mean?
I feel her. I feel her. It ain't no race. It ain't nothing like that. It's literally on some like just how I talk, how I maneuver myself, how I think. Everything about me is always a quiz or like a rocket science to people that's not from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? It'd be just hard when you dating somebody that's not from where you from. Like it get nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to curse you out. I'm like, I mean, shut the fuck up. Don't always mean I'm, you know, just shut the fuck up sometimes. Just, you feel me? Just chill out.
I hear you. As a New York bred person myself, I get where you're coming from.
Like, shit.
Definitely. Now, but it's interesting though, because I wanna correlate that point to the point I want to make about your music and in particular your song 40 Bars that you'll be performing today. Okay, because in 40 Bars, you actually speak about some really deep things. And,
Right.
through the pandemic, domestic violence cases went up, and there's a lot of things that females go through that it's being taken more seriously, I feel, in this day and age.
Right.
And in that song, you touch on a lot of deep topics, and I want to be specific. You touch on child abuse, you touch on sexual predators, generational trauma, domestic violence, rape. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people may say, oh, that rap music or whatever the case may be, but there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of anguish, there's a lot of real psychological situations that women are going through in society right now that you actually bring to light. Is that something you did deliberately?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I feel like if Imma have a platform, I need to talk about stuff because so many different girls relate to what I go through. And not even relate, a lot of these girls wanna like a lot of the young girls that are my fans, they wanna be who I am. So I think it's important for me to tell them like what I've been through and how why I am the way I am. And then it's a lot of girls out there that are scared to speak about, you know, what they've been through or what they're going through or what they, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't be having, sometimes I can't call my friends. So I put that shit in my music. You know what I'm saying? I have to, because if I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably be depressed all the time. Like, and people listen, you see? Like people really listen and they like 40 Bars is a lot of people's favorite song. Like that's a lot of people's favorite song.
A lot of, it's hard for a person, an artist, to put all that pain and all that anguish into their music and be that real. How come you can do?
Um, I think that being real is my most I think that's the trait of myself I value the most. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it ain't no time, it ain't no space or time or energy to be fake. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not rocking with you, I just can't rock. I can't even come in a room and fake it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing like with my music. Like if I'm not rocking with it, it's not going down on the paper. Like it has to. We ain't lying and nothing. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna talk about what's really happening, what's really, really going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nobody to talk to about these things, you know? And let me not say I don't have nobody to talk to about these things, because I do. I don't feel comfortable letting it all out that way. This is my comfortability. This is how I like to do my therapy. You know what I'm saying? It comes so easy for me. It literally comes so easy for me.
So the microphone is your sanctuary.
Absolutely. I could literally lock myself in the studio and I'll be okay.
That's your therapist. Spitting bars.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, we need an outlet.
Yeah, we do.
You know, and you're making fantastic music. It really hits home. It's inspiring to hear that, you know, because there's a lot of crap that because you're a young person, and like I'm in between the older heads and the younger heads, and there's a lot of the older heads, they really, they don't get jiggy with the so to speak, with this young music that this drill is trash, like this, that, and the third. There ain't no bars, there ain't no lyricism, there ain't no real pain, there ain't no imagery. I can't feel it, but that's not true. You listen to Pressure. That takes you back to that golden age that people call in hip hop of the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s to the early 2000s. You know what I mean? You really take us there with that grit, that rawness, that pain that you endure, growing up in the streets of New York, Brownsville, right? Shout out to Brownsville.
Yeah.
Shout out to BK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How does that make you feel? Like, how do your fans feel? Like, how do your people from your neighborhood feel when you're doing this?
They love it. They support it. They support it so much. Like they're like, especially my supporters that have been with me since like I was like a kid. They see me like prosper. They've seen me grow. So it's more so of my growth, that they're really like excited to see. You know what I'm saying? My music they love my music, but it's more so of my growth that they love to see, because they see me from what I used to be to what I am now. And although I'm not even where I want to be, I'm where I prayed to be like last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they watching it, they doing it with me, and it's like they on this journey with me. Believe it or not, they doing it with me. Like I ain't by myself, I got a lot of people doing this with me.
Now I want to talk about something important that you mentioned on your Instagram. Artistic integrity. How important is that to you? Because I know you're boisterous about that on your IG.
I think it's very important. I think like that's the main part that people don't take into consideration. Like you gotta be like 10 tones down. Like you have to like really like stand your ground on shit that you want and that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Because people really try to switch your whole shit up and make you do shit that you don't want to do. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be who you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
No, definitely. And I just want to let everybody know the podcast today is sponsored by OTW Threads, poppin' gear. You already know. Poppin' gear. And it's, available at OTW Threads. You can find that on the gram. And, they remind you to be out of this world. And also attitudeon10.com, your place to get over your trauma and build resilience. Now, we're going to segue into the artistry. Could you tell us, the process of Bossy when she's getting in the studio, that creative process, what's flowing through your head, what kind of producers you like to work with, what's the vibe like when you're hopping in there?
So right now I strictly work with 3 producers. One is my uncle, he's a platinum producer, Vinny. I have another producer, also a platinum producer. His name is Kill Will on the beats. He's from Cincinnati, but they live in Arizona. Then I got another one, 9 Trey. And all 3 of those producers make different beats. Like they all of their sounds are different, but they all are my sound. So 9 times out of 10, when I hit the studio, they're already there waiting for me. They already got like 5, 6 beats ready, waiting, and they know me so well. 9 times out of 10, I love them all. It does take me a while to write if I'm not inspired. If I'm angry, I could write in like 30 minutes. If I'm depressed, sad, under pressure, whatever, I can write quick. But if I'm just doing it just because I know I gotta like get something done, or I know I haven't wrote in a while, or I know I just gotta, it's like my brain be like, I can't explain it. Like, it's like, it just be like all over the place. But I work well under pressure. Like under pressure, I'm like real good. But it's like when I got free time on my hand and I just like, okay, like if I'm just like, I ain't got nothing to do, let me go write. It don't come to me, you know? It gotta be, I gotta really have something that I want to talk about. It gotta be something that's meaningful. You know what I mean? I can't just go in there and just be like, all right, I'm gonna just write some bullshit. Just here you go. Like even with features, like I really I think. I'm a thinker. So that's how my shit is. I like my hot chocolate in the studio. I like some sour candy. I know it don't mix, but that's just me.
I love that. Yeah, no, elaborate on that. You know what I mean? Because I like to know these stories, man.
Yeah, I be having like hot chocolate and like sour candy and shit and some noodles.
Yeah, it makes you human. It's the weird like things of an artist,
it be making me feel like, you know, like I ain't got to go nowhere. I got this in the studio. Like, you know. I'll be chilling.
Are there any particular mics you like to use, or like when you go on, when you go on stage, you bring your own mic? Like, how does that work? Like, how into that are you?
Nah, I haven't started bringing my own mics yet, but I did just have a show recently, and it made me realize that I need to start bringing my own mics. But I haven't started yet, but I am. As far as the recording goes, I think we recorded in the Bluebird. I think something like that. I forgot what it was called, but. Nah, my producer's got some good mics. I don't be knowing what it's called though.
Okay, but you like the sound that comes out of there.
Yeah, it be Gucci.
That's what's up, and they take care of you.
Yeah.
Because it's important, and you mentioned something extremely important, your sound. Explain that little nuance there, like that the importance of staying true to a sound that's motivating you as an artist. Because I feel like sometimes like you try to get in a lane that really doesn't work for you.
Yeah, yeah. And I try my best to not. I don't want to stay in my lane. I like to do different lanes, but I also don't want to do like different lanes that's just not me. Like, I ain't gonna go out there and make a whole rock and roll song. You know what I'm saying? However, I would jump on a rock and roll song if they allow me to do some hip hop twist to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just, my sound is important because I don't want to like go out there looking crazy. Like, I don't, like even down to the beats. Like, sometimes you do a song and a beat just won't match. And you just deliver the whole 40 bar or 30, whatever you wrote on a terrible beat, and you just wasted. Now you gotta take them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sound and everything it gotta complement. It gotta make sense. It gotta do what it do.
Now, do you write on paper? Do you use your iPhone? Do you use an iPad? Like, what's the story?
I do a little bit of both.
Okay.
Majority of the time I like to write on my phone. Because I be having a beat playing from my phone sometime. But lately, like the last 3 songs I wrote on paper. Like, but it was like a tissue. It was like on a piece of tissue because my phone was dead. I didn't have no other papers. I wrote on the tissue, and then I lost the tissue.
Oh no.
Yeah, I lost a piece of tissue, and I was so sick. But some way, somehow, when that beat came on, I remembered everything I wrote. Like, I remembered everything. Maybe like 1 or 2 words was missing, but I remembered everything. My brain is like crazy.
That's official. Well, at least you did, because
photographic memory or something.
Because I'm gonna be honest, that stuff you write on tissue is usually the best stuff.
Man,
the best ideas.
So Eminem at 8 Mile, he was writing on tissue, right?
It's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man was going off on the tissue paper, man. I think he ran through a roll in 8 Mile. Now, Bossy, people. Why would you want to get into this world? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to get into this, hip hop, rap, drill, boom, bap type of world? With all these men and all this, craziness and sexism and wild stuff that goes on behind the scenes. As a female, why would you want to do this? Like, why?
I mean, because
why is it important?
Because I feel like that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well pick my favorite place, my favorite thing to do. You know what I'm saying? My favorite thing to do and then deal with it. Because regardless if I'm doing music or not, I'm going to have to deal with sexism. I'm going to have to deal with crazies. I'm going to have to deal with that. Whether I was a painter, whether I was a famous bowler, whatever. It's haters everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's haters everywhere. It's sexism everywhere. I might as well pick my favorite thing to do and deal with it when it comes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it here. Ain't nobody knocking me off my pivot. Like, I'm Gucci.
How do you deal with the haters? With that, especially with
You know
with the song you wrote?
Yeah, nah. Nah, like it really, you know what it be like I be trying my best to not respond to the haters. Like, I really don't like to respond, right? But after you get poke so many times, and these bitches be trying to act innocent, like they not poking you, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, sometimes you just gotta release it out the music. Cause my thing is, like, a lot of the times when these people is hating on you, they don't really want to fight you. They fighting theyself. They fighting demons within themselves. They just taking it out on you. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna get outside and fight. We're not gonna get outside and fight. I might as well murder you on this track. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what hip hop is about. If we ain't gonna fight, get in the fucking booth. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do that.
I love that about
it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't think the question really be how do I deal with the haters. I think it's gonna be how the haters gonna deal with me. Cause listen. You see what I got on?
Yeah.
I
thought you was gonna flash the jacket. By the way, boss, she's wearing her own gear. It's super dope. I gotta say.
Let me show y'all the merch real quick.
There you go. Bossy, baby. 2 S's, 2 E's. Don't get it twisted, baby.
One word.
I love it. Who's your biggest musical influence growing up, bossy? Like, who did you respect, coming up?
So, when I was a kid, it was always Foxy and Kim.
Copy.
But when I became like a teenager, like stuff like that, it was definitely Nicki. Copy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Foxy and Kim, they definitely, and Charlie Baltimore.
Oh, very underrated. I like
Charlie Baltimore. Charlie Baltimore was actually my favorite.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Charlie Baltimore, because I was light-skinned.
Yeah, you kind of look like her.
I was light-skinned. I had the red hair. You feel me? I used to call myself Charlie Baltimore, but you feel me? After a while, definitely Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is an inspiration to a lot of people. A lot of me and my friends grew up listening to Nicki. Like, I was a barb. Like, I was a barb.
Were you tweeting and everything? At people that got at Nicki?
No, I wasn't that much into a barb.
Because them barbs be going.
But no,
off.
I definitely would argue in person. Like, if somebody said something about Nicki, I was definitely like, watch your mouth, not too much. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I found myself defending Nicki Minaj on a lot of occasions.
Because don't play with my sis. Like,
I mean, there was like a time in 2007 or 8, which to me, she was like the best rapper out there.
Yeah, she was the only woman, the only female rapper that was really just.
She was crushing.
Yeah,
like everything
for
she
years,
touched.
for summer after summer, winter after winter. Like, you know what I'm saying? But shout out Nicki. She definitely, left her mark on a lot of us. They gave us confidence to really want to do this shit.
When you see such a great artist like that, right? Like, how does that affect you as an artist? You know what I mean? When you're coming up, you know what I mean? And you respect them so much.
It just give me motivation because Nicki is from my city. She's from here. Yeah. So she's like, when she was rapping, when she was going on Jamaica Ave, I was leaving my school to try to go there to see her. You know what I'm saying? She was obviously older than us, but like, I was going to Jamaica Avenue trying to see her. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely inspiration to see where she is now because I was tracing behind her when I was in high school. So it's like, dang, this is who you are now. This is what you're doing now. You know what I mean? Like, it's motivation.
Now, Brooklyn is very important to you. Brooklyn has been, obviously part of the fabric of hip hop for as long as I can remember. Mm-hmm. How important is Brooklyn to you, as an artist?
Brooklyn is definitely, Brooklyn is my heart. This is what made me. This is what, if I didn't live in Brooklyn, I wouldn't be who I am today, man. I'm talking about I learned how to survive with the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, they look at, Brooklyn like the slums. But if I ain't had the slums, I wouldn't know a lot You know, I wouldn't know how to survive. I could survive. You could literally throw me anywhere and I'ma survive. I'ma survive.
You ain't never lied,
You
girl.
feel me?
Brooklyn
I'm going
ain't
to
easy.
survive.
Ain't
Like,
no
if you could
highways
make-
in Brooklyn,
If you could
man.
make it in New York, you could, in Brooklyn, you could make it anywhere. Like you feel me? We good. Like,
I must agree, it's a very interesting borough.
Yeah.
You know, it really is, man. I always enjoy my time out in Brooklyn whenever I get
Yeah.
out there. You know what I mean?
shout out to Brooklyn.
Now, you did a feature with Savage Baby. Was that shot in Arizona?
Is that the video?
Yeah, the video. Yeah, what is it? A good ass day?
Yes, that was shot in
I mean,
Arizona.
I'm like, y'all are bold out there in that sun in Arizona.
Yeah.
Was that the summertime?
Man, it was so hot out. It was 115 degrees
Yo,
outside.
I could
It
tell.
was so hot. I couldn't believe like how hot it was. And I was just so irritated and so angry. And I got drunk and then I fell in the pool and I was just like,
But it's a great video. You guys
Yeah,
made it
we-
happen.
yeah, we-
you know,
That video, actually, I'm glad we shot it, but that song was actually, we have like 5-6 songs together. That was our first song we've ever done together.
yeah.
And it took us like a year to even shoot the video.
Wow.
Yeah, it took us a year to shoot that video. I guess we was just waiting for the perfect time to shoot it or something. I don't know. But
no, go ahead.
yeah, it was fire. I had fun.
Yeah, no, it looked fun. But I'm like, yo, it looks like it might have been hot out there. 'Cause I
Man.
saw it on your Gram. You're from AZ. I'm like, if they shot that in AZ, they are bold.
Man, yes, it was in Arizona. It was in my backyard. It was in my backyard.
Yo,
Man.
that is great. Oh, man. Everyone, just want to let you know the podcast is sponsored by OTW Threads, Be Out of This World, and AttitudeOn10.com, your place to get over your trauma and build resilience. Now, I want to talk about the video situation, right? And the consistency of music. Like, do you find it difficult as an artist to make all these things happen? Because there's so much going on. Marketing, management, this, that, and the third. You know, how hard, do you find it difficult managing all that, or you got that under control as an artist at this point?
It's very overwhelming. I
Okay.
can't even lie. It's very
Copy.
overwhelming, especially because I don't have like an official manager. Like, I do have Ayers Entertainment. Shout out to Ayers.
Shout out to
Entertainment.
Ayers.
Yeah, he
Ayers in the building.
Ayers is in
say
the
hello
building.
to everyone, man. Say hello to everyone real quick.
Hello. But nah, without Ayers, like I swear I would drown. Like I would like literally drown. Like if I need something, I call him and I'm getting it done. But it's just like he is obviously you see he's a 50 businessman. So he does so much that sometimes it gets overwhelming for him to, but it's just like it's very overwhelming. Like I'm at this point, I need a manager or something, like, you know what I mean? But I think for the 2 years that I have been doing, like, that I have been rapping, like, I think that I did amazing with, like, branding myself and, like, how far I've come without a manager.
No, you're building yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're getting a lot of traction. People love you. You know what I'm saying? You spit some ill. And that's to me the most important thing. You got the talent. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
right.
You have the talent. So, you know what I mean?
Appreciate
Definitely see you making waves throughout the how do you say, the DSP world. You know what I mean?
Huh.
And the radio stations. Well, Bossy, we've reached a point in the podcast now where it's time to play
Ooh.
5 Words with Angel. All right, now on 5 Words with Angel, I'm going to give you a word, phrase, or a question, and you're going to give me the first word that comes to your head.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, the first word is Brownsville.
Slice.
What is that? That's an inside joke. What does that mean? You want to tell the public?
Like, you get cut.
Oh,
like,
wow. Oh, wow. It wasn't a pizza slice. It's actually
Sorry,
getting
like, he said
sliced.
the first word.
God. All right.
Okay.
All right. We're going to take a light on the next one. The next one is women's empowerment.
You said what? Women's empowerment.
Yeah, women's empowerment. What do you think about women's empowerment?
A word for women empowerment,
Yeah.
I would say Togetherness.
Togetherness?
Togetherness.
Copy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. The next word is live shows. What do you think about when you think about live shows?
Arizona.
Nice. All right. That's what's up. You like doing your live shows out there?
Yeah, I got one on Saturday.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
So when we end the podcast, let everybody know where you're going to be at.
Right.
All right. The next one is drill music.
Bossy.
Love it. All right, cool. And then the fifth and final word on 5 Words with Angel, your favorite rapper.
Fabulous.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. That's what's up. Now, I love Fab. I ain't gonna lie, much with Fab. That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? He's one of my favorites too. All right. So, Bossy, could you really, take a second or two, however long you need, and give a message out there to anybody that wants to, come up and be an artist or, or anything they want to be in life, some words of encouragement that you give them.
Hell yeah. If you are an up-and-coming artist, female, male, dog, whatever you are, don't give up. I'm telling you, don't let up. If you get a no today, you're going to get 3 yeses tomorrow. I've seen it happen. Foot on their motherfucking necks. That's it. And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at _BOSSCEE. Bossy.
You beat me to it. Now let them know where you're gonna be performing at, please.
Oh, Saturday I'm gonna be at the actually I can't because I'm a surprise guest, so they're bringing me out as a surprise. So it's a really big show.
We almost blew up a spot here.
Yeah, it's a live band and all types of stuff. So
that's what's up. How'd you get wrapped up in that?
My homie actually invited me to do it. It's his show. He's gonna have it, and he usually sells out his shows, man. I'm talking about they're a rock band, so they be like, that they crowd is different. Like real different.
That's
so I'm gonna be. It's a different crowd they're introducing me to. It's my first time performing in front of a rock crowd.
I love that you're not scared to do these new things.
No,
man.
I'm finna get my hair done and some like crazy thing. I'm finna turn up with them.
Oh man, you mosh pitting is lit.
Crazy. I'm finna turn up with them.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
All right. So can we know the state you're gonna be in?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Arizona Saturday.
All right, cool. So she's gonna be in Arizona somewhere. All right, Tucson, Phoenix. All right,
Phoenix.
Cool. All right.
Look at your cities out there.
I used to love looking at the map. I have a globe in here. I have like an atlas map. Yeah, This is my thing. One of my guilty pleasures, staring at a map and making sure I know where things are.
You said Tucson.
Because if you don't know where things are, you don't know where you at, right or wrong? You feel me? Well, Bossy, everyone, she's going to be performing, so stay tuned to that. That's on deck on the Angel of Words podcast on next. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Bossy, thank you for pulling up. You already know. I hope you guys enjoy her performance. She's about to kill it. 40 bars is what she's going to sing. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and YouTube, like, follow, comment, share these messages for us. It's important. We're also on Spotify. They have video now, so follow us on there as well, and all podcast platforms. The podcast today was sponsored by OTW Threads, reminding you to be out of this world, and Attitude on 10, your place to start getting over your trauma and build resilience. If you want to follow me, it's at Angel of Words ENT. If you want to read the exclusive blog and cop some of the official merch that's available on there, like this cup right here, it's at AOWENT.com. And, if you want to start your own podcast, go right below in the description, and get what you need to start your dream and, get your voice out there. This is Angel of Words, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Te quiero, Puerto Rico, Santa Isabel.
Puerto Rico!
Live from the Angel of Words studios, giving us 40 bars, the one and only Bossy.
Buck roll.
Listen, couple people told me no, but I still went out and got it. So don't ask me to pop out if I ain't making up no profit. Don't tell me what no hater said, cause bitch, I probably never care. Got your rent up on my feet, spent your car note on my head. But I got this, you bitches are not it. If I say I want it, I'ma take it. If I spot it, just stop it. One phone call and I get you dropped, bitch. Feeling like my kids, doing my chores the way I mop shit. Back up, bitch, you acting mad tough. Looking all crunchy in the face, you looking mad rough. Stink ass bitch with chapped lips, what's all that white stuff? Think you really fucking fucking with the boss, you sniffing mad dust, huh? Bitch, I'm mad now. Got all my feelings in my bag now. Back a bitch down, make the bitch cry, but she won't laugh now. Used to be broke, now I got bread. I'm a cash cow. Used to eating noodles, I eat steak by the pound now. Yo, Angel, I be really wildin' on these bitches. I've been rapping for a year, I'm really styling on these bitches. Got them sick, I got them mad. I got these bitches really panicking, talking all that shit, but when they see me, they a mannequin. Imagine coming home, seeing your mama cry. She on the floor, you just a little girl, so you don't know why. You got so many questions, but all you do is cry. Cause this fuck nigga keep beating your mama black in the eye. And this other nigga looking at you, touching on your thighs. And I tried to cry for help, but everybody thought I lied. And I looked you in your face and your eyes. And then I cried, and then I looked you in your face and your eyes. It was the spies, bitch, I'm upset. How the fuck you gon' look me in my face and tell me I would never be shit? Bitch, I'm up next, and I'm coming for everything y'all said I couldn't have. Bitch, it's mine now, you ain't getting shit back. Run up, you'll get done up, so don't do nothing dumb. Cause I just got a new Glock, so keep my name up off your tongue. If I shoot, they gon' shoot, we gon' all shoot as one. You know it's one band, one sound, and all my bitches play with drums, huh? Brooklyn, bad bitch, Arizona savage. I just had a baby to hide the pistol in the carriage. No marriage, but I'ma make it ring, No opera, but I make these bitches sing. Listen, I go by the name of motherfucking Big Ass Bossy. You know what the fuck going on. Shout out to Angel of Words, we outside. Brownsville, Brooklyn, stand the fuck up. New York City, we outside. Let's go.
Brownsville, Brooklyn in the building. That was your girl, Bossy. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on the channels. Puerto Rico te quiero. Santa Isabel.
We outside.